Good evening, bro. Step number one, take your phone and throw it away. Make this video a one-on-one conversation where you maintain eye contact the whole time. If you're watching on your phone, just turn off notifications and do the same thing. My name is Stefan Latish, and I'm Romanian. I was born in Romania, and I moved to Canada, and I help young men improve their lives. Let's get to it. Do you think that presence is a skill? If not, then hear me out on this. When's the last time that you had a good, deep conversation with somebody? This conversation could have been about anything. You were both present. You both cared about the conversation. You both cared about the topic. You were both engaging in it. When's the last time you had a conversation like that? I'm telling you, most people nowadays are like 60, 70, 80, 90% of people nowadays aren't present anymore in conversations. You know what we're doing instead? We're scrolling. Because of this scrolling, we've developed this short attention span, this easy dopamine, this fucking instant gratification activity, this instant gratification mindset where we can't even pay attention to anything anymore. Why do you think so many people's grades are so low in school? Why do you think you're not able to pay attention to anything nowadays? Because you consume all this short form content where you just scroll. Oh, you see something you don't like? Oh, let me just scroll past it. Oh, the thing that you do like is actually only 30 seconds long. Oh, it's finished? Oh, let me just scroll to another one. 30 seconds. Oh, 15 seconds. Oh, 10 seconds. Scroll. Hours on end. What is it? What's that statistic? 3 years or 3 hours a day is 7 years of your life. 3 hours of scrolling is 7 years of your life. Imagine putting that 3 hours a day to something useful, to a goal that you have, to fitness. Imagine the progress that you can make. That's fucking crazy. 7 straight years of progress. That's insane. But instead we choose 7 straight years of... Can you imagine that? I'm 18 years old now. From the time that I was 11 to now, non-stop, I was... Can you imagine that? What the fuck? That's like a tenth of your life. Holy shit. That's fucked. And you wonder why nobody's present. You wonder why people are like you can't pay attention in conversations anymore. Because this is the type of content that we're consuming. The type of content that you, quote unquote, should be consuming, which is hopefully very minimal, but the type of content that you should be consuming is the type of content that helps you out, is hopefully much longer. Other than fucking 30 seconds, we're literally training our brain to have a short attention span. And you wonder, why can't I pay attention in class when all I think about is the video games, when all I think about is scrolling on Instagram? Why can't I pay attention in class? Maybe because you haven't even tried to not scroll on Instagram. Maybe for once, put on an hour-long podcast and just sit there, listen. Nothing else. No fucking flickering lights, no sounds, nothing. Just you screening the podcast. That's it. Try that for once. Presence is such a valuable skill now that it can be worth so much money. I don't really support having money as your main goal in life, but it kind of works out in this scenario. If you want to make money, then you have to be present. I can't ever imagine a scenario where a fucking an Instagram TikTok addicted little skinny necked boy has become a millionaire, unless of course it's an influencer and does one of those cute dances. I don't even know the dances. I went straight for that fucking Snoop Dogg dance. I don't even know the dances. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is a TikTok dance? I don't even know. I just know that they exist. I don't know how they are. This is how you should be. What the... I just find this so funny. It's I don't even know what the hell is on TikTok. I don't even have the app. Even on Instagram. I just okay, yeah, sure. On Instagram, I scroll for a bit when I'm on the fucking toilet when I'm shitting. And I just send my friends a few funny shit. That's it. But even then, most of the reels on my Instagram feed are just sort of helpful. But even then, they're all like 30 seconds to a minute long. Even then, ugh. Ugh, you're just training your brain to be autistic. It's it's like the average person nowadays, their attention span can be like compared to like an autistic child from 1920. It's like back then they were like back now we're like we're thinking, why can't I pay attention to class? Because we're spazzing out when we don't have fucking phones, when we don't have Subway Surfers below our video. That's so fucked. It's so valuable to be present nowadays. It's, imagine you're in a business conference and like a business meeting with, I don't know, some board of directors, and it's like, you're at a round table, everybody's crunching numbers, you know, thinking big, and you're just fucking thinking about scrolling on Instagram, or thinking about that video game. Oh my god, what if that E-girl likes me back? Bro, is that how you want to be in life? First of all, about that scenario, that's never gonna happen. If you're in like a business conference and you're thinking about fucking scrolling about video games, then you wouldn't even be there if you're thinking about that. Like, be real. If you're like normally thinking about scrolling about video games, then you have no shot to get that high. Okay, sir. If you want to scroll, if you want to play video games, okay, sure. Somebody has to flip the burgers. Sure. Okay, by all means. If you don't have goals, okay, then go away. Like, I don't want you here. But if you are here to actually improve yourself, if you are open-minded, then my channel's for you. Like, this is the type of shit that I talk about. This is the type of shit that we talk about. One-on-one conversations about being present, about improving your life in order to make yourself happier, in order to improve the lives of other people around you, in order to build a community where you feel safe, secure, and happy, and purposeful, and driven. This is what I aim to achieve with this channel. Eventually, it'll go in a different direction, but that's like a long ways away. This is where we are right now. I just hope to achieve this like small little goal of building a community where we feel like safe in improving each other. But I also think that being present in conversations sort of isn't enough. It's like you kind of have to show like you're like at an equal level with that person, and of course it's different in so many cultures how you show that. Like, maybe, I don't know, in Japan you bow like the person who's, I don't know, being taught bows, something like that. Don't quote me on it. I don't know much about Japan, but it's like in Western countries, it's like we usually keep eye contact, and the person who doesn't keep eye contact, the one that keeps like looking away like this, is usually the person that like is shy, isn't really paying attention because they're like submissive, right? You don't want to be like that. You want to show signs that you're like affirmative, like you're stand up, you're confident, and you're actually paying attention to this person. You're thinking, yes. Don't have that glassy look in your eyes, because you can tell when these motherfuckers aren't listening to you. It's like, I gotta take out my glasses for a sec. It's like when you're talking to someone like this, you can kind of tell their eyes just on focus. But then suddenly when they refocus, they're like, you see the difference? This and this. It's a big difference. It's actually like very subtle, but if you know what to look for, then it's a big difference, and it can tell you who actually cares about you and doesn't. Although then again, like, you have to be careful. If you're watching this type of video, you probably not only want to just be present in conversations, you kind of want to use that to your advantage. So just like, you're learning about this, but also be careful, because other people are also learning about it. Other people also know about it. So just be careful in that sense. And I think like a big thing that can help you in social settings, not only just to increase your presence, but also to show the person that you actually care, is to engage in the conversation. Like, oh my god, that sounded so fucking zesty and weird. Like, oh my god, that can go so long. That can go so far in a conversation. If some person is talking about, I don't know, a car and like what sound a car makes, whatever, and you can just say, oh, what. You can just talk about like some other part that they said in the conversation. Maybe they said, oh, the fucking, I don't know, pistons go like this. Oh, okay, how many pistons of the car. I don't know much about cars, but you get what I mean. You just have to engage in the conversation. Take bits out of the conversation where you are actually present. Ask them about it. Show them that you actually care. Even maybe if you don't, that makes them so much happier. That's how you become likable. You engage in conversations like this, in conversations that they care about. And you can also realize, you can use this for yourself. If you realize that someone that you're talking to doesn't really care because they have that glassy look in their eyes and they're not asking questions, they just look at you like this, like that, you can tell that this person doesn't give a shit about you. And if they don't give a shit about you, why are you talking to them? Just piss off. Piss off. You don't need them. Why are you explaining this shit to them? They obviously don't like you. But if you come up with the excuse that, oh, I don't have friends. Okay, make friends. Become more social. Use the techniques I just taught you. Find like-minded individuals. It may take time, but I guarantee you, once you find people that are like you, you'll be so much happier than hanging around these fucking dickheads that don't care about you. Guaranteed 100%. And this all comes down to being present in conversations. How likable are you in conversations? How likable? How likable can you present yourself? How presentable can you make yourself? If you're someone that has that glassy look in your eyes, doesn't pay attention, then I guarantee you, people don't like you. I guarantee you don't like people like that. So why would you want to be like that? You have to start becoming more present in conversations, as it not only will make you feel good, because you'll start to build these connections with people that you actually care about, but also it makes others feel good. And the fact that others feel good should make you feel good. I want you to take everything that I said in this video very seriously, as it can help you, and including these practices into your everyday life can go a long way. Thank you for actually watching this video, as you bumped up my viewer retention, and that can go a long way for my channel. If you did learn something in this video, then congratulations. That's massive. You don't understand how valuable that is, being able to interpret and learn stuff online, even in person. That's a valuable skill, and that's massive. Congratulations, good job for you. If you enjoyed this type of video, please do subscribe. It does help the video, it does help the channel a lot, and I really do appreciate it, because I hope to expose more people to my channel with this more one-on-one, like, eye contact conversation, because I truly believe that it does help out a lot of people. Thank you. Take care.